So NXT called this their biggest show of the year, but it felt more like a TV special with upgraded lighting. Seeing as how this was their top event, you would expect some energy, some urgency, just something. But the stakes just didn't hit hard enough to make me even care about going in this. Now, the crowd was loud, sure, but that doesn't mean the show meant anything. There's one big reason this didn't land, and it says a whole lot about where NXT is right now. Let's start with the one match that actually delivered. Oba Femi versus Trick Williams versus Javon Evans for the NXT title. Now, this was the kind of main event you want on a show like this. The spots were creative, the pacing was tight, and the transitions felt all organic. And let's keep it real. Javon Evans was the glue to all this. Javon Evans pretty much held this whole match together. He made both Oba and Trick look like legit threats while keeping the momentum alive. And Oba winning clean was the right call. It adds even more weight to his title reign. This gets 4 stars. Now the tag title match, honestly, way better than I expected. Now Fraxum carried this thing from bell to bell. And I thought Hank and Tank did a great job leaning into their roles without looking lost. The crowd was with it, and some of the near falls got legit pops. This ended up being a really fun match, and a good way to elevate a new tag team on the scene. This gets 3.5 stars. Next up, the Women's North American title ladder match. Now, I didn't have high hopes for this going in, but it actually turned out not bad. If you ask me, everything looked safer and smoother than I expected, and they kept the recklessness in check. And Sol Roca winning the belt was the right call to me. And the match actually had some structure that built up decently. This gets 3.25 stars. Then we get the Fatal 4-Way for the NXT Women's title. Stephanie Vaquer retained against Jordan Grace, Julia, and Jada Parker. This had some cool moments, and the crowd really wanted that Devil's Kiss to land. And when it finally did, they popped big for it. But overall, it was just fine. It didn't feel like a special women's title match, particularly for a show like this as advertised. I would have rather saw Vaquer vs. Grace one-on-one or Vaquer vs. Julia rematch. This gets 3.5 stars. Ricky Saints vs. Ethan Page for the North American title. This took a while to get going here, but then it started to get good. That table bump from Saints I thought was the turning point, and you could feel the shift in that match, at least for me. And then the match ended. I thought that was too early, too soon. Now the crowd was into it, but the finish I thought just cut the legs out from under it. This gets 2.5 stars. And finally, the 6-man tag, the D'Angelo family versus Dark State. Now Stacks turning on Tony wasn't surprising, and the crowd gave a loud FU chant, so it definitely hit on that part. But overall, this match felt like a TV match. Dark State looked decent for where they are, but bro, I still can't take these dudes seriously as threats. It did what it needed to do. It didn't belong on this stage. This gets 2.5 stars. So here's the bottom line. Stand and Deliver 2025 looked big, but it felt empty. There were way too many multi-person matches, too many safe choices, and not enough emotional stakes going in. This didn't feel like NXT's biggest show of the year. It felt like a polished NXT TV special with a longer runtime. The main event was great. A couple of matches delivered more than expected, but most of the card felt like content. This gets a 7.5 out of 10. Not recommended. Let me know what you thought of Stand and Deliver. What was your match of the night? Drop your ratings in the comments and let's talk about it. If you like this review, go ahead, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and share this video out with your friends. And for that, I'll see y'all later.